Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So I've had a couple comments, and one of the comments I liked because they said they liked my sense of humor, right? I think I'm a pretty funny guy. But then they said rethink why you enjoy subpar writing or whatever, and then he said some other things. Look, yes, was the writing bad? No, I thought the writing was for what it was worth. The writing was pretty decent, right? But that's not the least of the problem. That's the writing. The writing was pretty decent. It wasn't the worst writing I've seen. The worst writing I've seen in Marvel was She-Hulk. Oh my god, that was terrible. Terrible writing and lazy at best. But my point of that video was to explain why the Marvels was and is underrated. Think of it this way, right? Did you go into the Marvels expecting a Logan? Did you go into the Marvels expecting and hoping for an Endgame? An Infinity War? No. You're not, when you go into this slate of Marvel movies, this is my mindset, okay? When I go into a Marvel movie, right, I know what I'm expecting, okay? I'm expecting either a Howard the Duck situation or a Ghost Rider situation. And that's what we've gotten with the Marvels, okay? Here's why I knew what the writing on the wall was with the Marvels. The writing on the walls of the Marvels was clearly, and I mean clearly, a Ghost Rider 1 and 2 situation. I love Ghost Rider, and those movies, as crazy and weird as they are one of the best and most outrageous, underrated movies that we've ever had. It's right up, the Marvels is right up there with underrated movies like Sky High, Fantastic Four 1 and 2, the X-Men Last Stand. Although the writing was pretty terrible and the director situation was kind of weird it was a different time, but for what it was worth, the Marvels was a good movie. The reason I enjoyed it was because I knew what I was expecting, okay? I went in thinking, yeah, you know, this could go either two ways, right? This could be a Ant-Man 3, or it could be a Ghost Rider 2, Spirit of Vengeance. And what we have gotten, or what we got, was a Ghost Rider 2 Spirit of Vengeance situation in a Marvel movie. If that makes sense. Don't know if that makes sense to you, but it makes sense to me. Like, the reason why it is underrated is because of Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion I can admit, Secret Invasion was not the best. Right? But that should not have determined the outcome of the Marvels. You know, what should have defined the Marvels was your expectations ahead of time. Look, I knew it was not gonna be a Logan, okay? I knew going into the Marvels, it was not going to be an Endgame. I knew it was not going to be an Infinity War, okay? I went in knowing it could either be an Ant-Man 3 or Blade 3, or maybe the 2015 Fantastic Four movie. But what we got, thinking about it, we literally got a Ghost Rider 2 Spirit of Vengeance film. Was look, the acting was pretty decent. Okay? It wasn't the best acting. Do I think it could have been better? Yes, I absolutely think it could have been better than what it was. What they should have done, what I think they could have done to improve Secret Invasion was add Talos' daughter into the film and kind of give her in that final god-awful CGI battle kind of a redemption arc, or like a redemption thing, you know, because what it was kind of involving, you know, it had the scrolls. You could have had Talos' daughter help with the scrolls. They didn't do that for some odd reason. But I would have loved to see what if that had happened, you know? The reason I enjoyed it was because what I got out of it was a Ghost Rider 2 Spirit of Vengeance. It gave the same level of the reason why it was underrated is the same reason as X-Men Origins Wolverine is underrated. Why Underdog is underrated. The same reason why Sky High is underrated. The same dang reason why the two early 2000s Punisher movies are underrated. The same damn reason why the two Fantastic Four movies from the early 2000s are underrated. Doesn't have to do with the plot, doesn't have to do with the story or the writing. It comes down to the time it came out. That's the only reason why it is underrated. The reason why it's underrated is because it's not appreciated. Look, don't get me wrong. I appreciate good storytelling. Like anybody else. I'm a fanatic about good storytelling and whatnot. The CGI was better. Was better than what it has been. Okay? The CGI was a little bit better than what it was. Okay? Not gonna lie. The action, the fight scenes were pretty good. Okay? But the whole meaning of the whole movie were what is and was these three people, these three females who kind of shared the similar power set, trying to figure out how to come together with switching while using their powers. It's pretty basic, you know. The big bad of the movie was kind of lacklustering, but the villain of the Marvels was still better than Kang in Ant-Man 3. Just saying. But I knew going in, I was not expecting the cream of the crop. You know, I was not expecting 24 pythons, brother. No, I knew what I was getting myself into. And there's two ways you can look at a Marvel movie nowadays. Okay? There's only two ways you can look at a Marvel movie, okay? Going into a Marvel movie, there's two ways you can go into it. Post-Logan, okay? You can either expect a Logan-level movie, which is, in my opinion, the cream of the crop. Okay, the cream of the crop. You know, that is what you're gonna do, brother, when Logan comes after you. You know, when Wolverine Mania runs wild on you, brother. Or, the second thing is, you can expect a Howard the Duck or a 2015 Fantastic Four movie. But